Hello, I am María del Rosario Cordero Tesón. I decide to do this again for English speakers. I need to read because otherwise I go to lose the thread. Everything I do is for truth. And I don't want that the love dies in this world. I don't want the love dies in this world. I will pronounce the best I can so that you may understand me. But the most important is that you understand what I mean with this message I want to convey. This time I present my new book because it needs your attention and needs of public interest. Some of us know that some of the news we get in the news, print and television are only covering the bottom of something more sinister and hide the truth. And the truly human, we must tell the truth and defend the truth so the human being is not replaced by soulless robots. They want that love disappear from the earth, and it's very serious. This is very serious. What I tell in this book, titled Woman in Heaven, Moonwalker on Earth, is a quest for knowledge, personal, because this has been the constant in my life. Who am I? Where I come from? Why I am here? To find the truth, love, and love with a capital. That man by whom I insisted on down to earth. When I started writing this book, I never imagined it could length so much, because even I didn't remember parts of what happened in heaven and no other decisive parts for me on earth. But there came a moment when I realized I had to write a whole autobiography that which is hidden in the life of a person can cause many difficulties in many aspects of life, including the spiritual. Psychologist knows this and anybody else. The tactic of hiding is used in every level of society and around the world. And concealment is part of globalization. Therefore, people are so disoriented and is unfortunately visible worldwide the result of keeping hidden reality. And to myself also were being hidden parts of my own life. And many people have interacted in my life, anonymous and famous, as Michael Jackson, whom I name of entry because he followed my steps almost 30 years. And also is the same Jesus. All discreet, simple, or famous, with lights or shadows, we are creating our own history, which is part of a single history, the history of the world. God himself is in this narrative, is at the end of a journey that took me to heaven. It was an experience much more than extraordinary and fundamental for me. Since age 19 and 30 years later, I felt I should share this event with everyone. Before finishing my first book, I realized I should write another for this unique experience, and both are part of the same history. The ancient continues in the contemporary. Additionally, in this written testimony also are signs of God on earth. Sometimes things happen that only the hand of God can move. I have overcome difficult situations with the energy that I get to think about God, even to death, which came sometimes in an unnatural way. Around me on earth, everything seemed disconnected from what happened in the heavenly plane. And this was not an intuition, was the assured that the received message into heaven had to do with all my life on earth. But here I couldn't see what was really going on around me. My life is made up of sacrifices, but also of hope and optimism. And I know, thanks God, that both my sacrifices and the sacrifices of those who want the truth and love will not be a lost cause. And though a life always contains enough complexity to be left in writing, at the least in my case, I would need another life to write the lived. In this book, I tried to tie up loose ends that prevented me to connect, to see parts of my own life in the same way that the life gave me the unknowns and the responses. Somehow, thanks God, my life was recorded somewhere of the memory, and one day began to show all the realities that were hidden or forgotten, sometimes with mysterious methods, or perverse, or despicable, and scoundrels. The truth is necessary for love. This book tells the first part of a real history in which the present and the past are mixed and form a continuous present as it really is. Nothing is disconnected. The past contains the key of our present, and this long time ago was our future. And our past is much farther than most people imagine. This history, the history with our lives, is very important, and the truth is urgently needed in these times saturated by hypocrisy. Saturated with hypocrisy. Perhaps with this presentation, someone more prepared than me for this task could be encouraged to translate this book into English, and it could be good for everyone. Please connect with me. Now I want to show you in Amazon. If this I continue here, And you can see in Amazon, look inside and see the cover with my pictures at different times. The titles of the 35 chapters, the synopsis, and much of the first chapter. And now I say goodbye until next time with these words. Watch and listen with your heart and with humility. With you will find the truth because you will have connected with God. Goodbye.